What's up, family? Trail here, and it's getting crazy out here, guys. I have a major warning message that I want to share with you today, and it's time to start preparing. Yes, things are just continuing to get worse and worse and worse, and it's time to talk about it. It's as simple as that, guys. So let's go ahead and start this video. You already know what to do. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, as well as hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's go ahead and start with the video. Is the U.S. economy in a recession, or are we headed to a recession? That's the question that everyone wants to know, guys. And it appears that we are pretty much entering into a recession right now. Now, whether or not this is going to officially be a huge recession, we still don't know yet, but it does look like we are definitely headed in that right direction. But anyways, guys, the Fed Chairman Jerome Powell is risking a recession in order for him to be able to crush high inflation. And yes, a lot of Democrats are okay with that, shockingly. But then the Republicans are definitely furious about all this situation. They feel like if they continue to have Donald Trump as the president, that things would be a little bit better. But we don't know that, guys, because he is not the president anymore, and President Biden is in charge as of now. But guys, we are definitely headed to a recession. And already the UK has already come out and said that they are in a full year recession as of right now, as they continue to face the tough winter in which natural gas prices are skyrocketing right now. And UK is definitely feeling the pressure right now, guys. So yes, guys, it does look like we are definitely heading in that direction. And guys, you need to make some changes, and you need to prepare yourselves, because it's probably going to get ugly before it gets a little bit better. But anyways, guys, we also have some drastic news in regards to the COVID-19, the pandemic, and that is because some new variant called the XBB subvariant is likely to peak next month in November. Yes, guys, that is the information that we have right now, and we could see a surge of the Omicron variant as well as other variants resurges once again next month in November, because it's going to be the winter months, and we do know that this particular virus does get a little bit more active during the winter time frame. So again, guys, they're talking about this particular variant, the VBB, which is the Omicron subvariant, which is right now driving up COVID-19 infection cases, and it is expected to peak sometime in the middle of November, according to the Ministry of Health. Yes, guys, this particular strain was first detected in India back in August, and is now a predominant subvariant circulating in our communities, accounting for 54% of local cases during the week of October the 3rd through October the 9th, which is up about 22% from the previous week. But then we also have some information from the current Dr. Anthony Fauci, in which he said this is going to be pretty troublesome because a new COVID variant, BQ.1, is growing very rapidly. Yes, I don't know if you believe in this guy or not, but he did say about a month ago that a new COVID variant known as the BQ.1 was first named. That strain, as a descendant called BQ.11, have already grown to make up more than 10% of new infections across the country, according to some updated estimates that was published by the CDC. He said that, look, when you get variants like that, you look at what the rate of increase is at the time of relative proportion of the other variants, and this has a pretty troublesome doubling the time frame. Yes, this is what Dr. Anthony Fauci is saying right now in regards to this particular subvariant strain of COVID, BQ.1.1. And yes, guys, it looks like it's just going to get worse. We are not getting rid of this COVID-19 as of yet. But the good news is that it looks like not that many people are getting hospitalized in regards to coming down with COVID-19 infection. So I don't know how you want to take that, but there is a little bit of bad news, and then there is a little bit of good news, because not as many people are dying like we saw in the early parts of 2020. But again, guys, you definitely want to be mindful of that, and we might have to start wearing masks again, guys. But I know a lot of people do not agree with that, so I definitely do not want to push you in that direction. But anyways, guys, moving on. Hey, we did get some recent reports in regards to the home sales in the month of September, in which they are saying that the existing home sales, those are the ones that are already on the market that were continuously trying to be sold sold by other individuals ended up falling to a new 10-year low for the month of September. Now, this is all because of the mortgage rates have been increasing over the past 60 to 90 days, and that is because the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, has been raising interest rates. We have pretty much saw the interest rates for mortgages go from around 3% to now sitting at 7 and 8%. That's almost more than double the amount, guys, which means that before, when the interest rates were around 3%, you could pretty much get a home for around $2,000 per month. But now that same home could cost you more than $4,000 a month, which pretty much is the reason of why. So anyways, the problem is that the mortgage rates have been going up almost more than double, but the house prices have yet to come back down the same rate. So we have seen home prices drop like 5 to 10%, but mortgage rates have went up over 70%, guys. And yes, that is exactly why we are seeing the existing home sales as well as new build sales continuously dropping, hitting a 10-year low. So this is not good at all for the economy, as well as this is pretty much going to also drive us into the recession. However, on the flip side, it's going to put a lot of homes on the market, which that means that it's going to officially cause the house prices to finally come back down again, which means that they could be more affordable, especially if you are an investor out there like myself looking to buy more properties. So anyways, guys, this is just some more information fueling the recession that we are potentially headed towards. And then we also have the war in Ukraine. Yes, we are talking about Russia putting an invasion on Ukraine continuously over and over and over again from the months of, I believe, what was it, January, February to now October. This war is still going on, guys, and it doesn't look like it is going to end anytime soon, especially with the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, threatening Ukraine using nuclear weapons, as well as threatening the United States of using nuclear weapons as well. So again, guys, you might want to go ahead and start preparing. And not only just are you preparing for the recession, but also preparing for if the United States has to go to war with Russia. Could this be World War III? We don't know, guys, but you definitely want to make sure that you are prepared in case that actually happens, guys. But anyways, the latest news this week in regards to the invasion of Ukraine, yes, Vladimir Putin declares martial law in 4 of the occupied regions as Kyiv continues to put the pressure against Russia. Yes, guys, Putin has come out and said that he is going to sign into law this past Wednesday, introducing the martial law in 4 Ukrainian regions for the Kremlin, which they claim to have annexed in violation of international law, along with a separate order imposing restrictions on the movement in and out of 8 Russian regions adjoining Ukraine. This is insane, guys. This is insane. And it just doesn't look any good, guys. We are pretty much seeing the option that the United States is probably going to have to go to war with Russia, which brings up the question, if that does happen, is Russia's friends such as China going to step in, as well as other nations, to go against the United States as well as NATO? Guys, that could be what we are looking at. We could be looking towards a huge World War III if this thing does continue to escalate. It has already escalated enough as it is, and it looks like it's still going on and on. So again, guys, I will tell you again, you probably need to prepare, because this is a major warning to you out there for the recession, for this potential war that we could be headed towards. And guys, it is not looking pretty out there. But anyways, guys, also Putin came out and back in June and talked about that the state of Alaska, which we know that is a part of the United States, they are saying that Alaska is theirs. Yes, Putin has come out and said that, look, we want Alaska back, and we could go ahead and reclaim it. Yes, guys, they even went a step further with saying that they have billboards in Russia right now claiming that Alaska is ours. Now, just to remind you guys that the United States purchased Alaska back in the 1800s directly from Russia government, and I believe they purchased it for around $7.2 million. And now the Russians are saying that they want their state back. Guys, this could be crazy. Could Russia invade Alaska? And if they do, guys, you already know that is pretty much the signature on starting the World War III. But anyways, guys, that is the latest in regards to what Putin is doing in the background, saying that Alaska is his and he may go ahead and try to reclaim it, in which we also saw this week, or better yet yesterday, where Russian Bear bomber planes were seen right near Alaska borderline. And for those that don't know, these particular bomber planes are made to carry heavy payloads, such as heavy bombs. But again, guys, the United States Army was able to intercept these particular bomber planes by Russia. So they were pretty much turned them around and made them go back into the other direction without any casualties, without shooting any missiles or anything like that. But it does beg the question of why Russia or Vladimir Putin would send these particular bomber planes, two of them, over near the Alaskan area. We still don't know, guys. We have not gotten answers to this, but guys, we could hear more information as the week goes on over the weekend. But if we do, I will update you guys as normal. But moving on, guys, we do have a bit of good news, and that is because our current president, depending on what side you are on, but President Biden is exactly who I am talking about. President Biden is trying to do something about all of these different things that are going on right now, which is pretty much pushing us into a recession, as well as almost pushing us into another world war. Yes, guys, recently, this week or last week, President Biden announced more steps to try to go ahead and put efforts in place to try to lower the gas prices. We all know that gas prices have been skyrocketing. Prices at the grocery stores have been skyrocketing. Prices for goods and services have been skyrocketing. Everything has been pretty much skyrocketing, and we have a shortage because of the supply chain from getting products as well as grains and foods and different things like that from other countries, and things are just getting worse and worse. But President Biden is trying to do a little bit, trying to relieve the pain for millions of Americans, in which we saw previously where he announced a plan to offer student loan forgiveness program. So that was definitely helpful for millions of Americans. And now we are seeing that President Biden is announcing more steps to try to push the effort of lowering the gas prices, which is including the next oil release from the reserves. Yes, guys, he recently announced that he was going to release some oil reserves from the multiple reserves that the United States owns to put into the economy to try to ease the pain for Americans, in which, yes, Biden released even more oil this particular week, guys, which he is turning up the heat on OPEC and Russia because of the price wars that is going on right now. Yes, guys, because of the war in Ukraine and Russia putting that war together, yes, guys, it is causing the oil prices to skyrocket it. And it looks like OPEC and some of the oil companies have pretty much collaborated together to make sure that they raise all the money that they can in regards to charging these high prices on the oil, in which that is exactly what's happening, guys, in which they are probably going to be announcing very soon record amounts of money from the amount of gas that they have sold over the past 90 days or so. So again, guys, hey, Biden is trying to do something. I mean, he's kind of limited in this particular area, but anyways, I'm glad to see that he's trying to do something, and hopefully these gas prices come down, these prices at the grocery stores come down, and everything else pretty much comes down, because the Americans need a lot of help right now, especially as we're entering into this recession. But anyways, guys, also in the news, we have Governor Gavin Newsom of California. He is also trying to do a little bit what he can in the state of California, in which he recently called on a special session of legislature to consider windfall taxes on oil companies over the high California gas prices. Now, give you some clarity right now, I live in the state of Texas, and gasoline right now today, as of filming this video, is $3.19 per gallon of gas for unleaded. However, if you look at the gas prices in California, their gas prices right now is sitting at around $6.50. So it is a huge disparity in regards to the different states all over the United States, and whether or not they are charging high gas prices or whether they are charging high gas prices. Yes, guys, all of the states are charging high gas prices, but California does particularly have higher gas prices in compared to other states such as Texas. But anyways, guys, Governor Gavin Newsom is trying to do something for his residents in his respective state, in which he is trying to put a tax together to figure out how he can tax the oil companies on the amount of money that they make from the gas prices that have been sold in the state of California. Now, I will say I think this is very brilliant of him to go ahead and do this, because he said in the statement that, yes, Governor says on December the 5th in a special session that he will address that greed and manipulation that drive high gas prices, and we want to do something about it right now. We are going to tax those oil companies on all of the profits that they make from us in the state of California. So again, guys, we are also excited to see him doing something in his particular state. But anyways, guys, hopefully we see other governors as well as lawmakers continue to do something as well, because we cannot sustain these high gas prices as well as the natural gas prices that we are about to get started for the month of November, December, January, and February, the winter months, guys. It is going to get very bad. It's going to get very bad, guys. A lot of people that pretty much have to heat their homes in those particular states that have to, yes, guys, it is probably going to get very expensive. So, guys, you might want to go ahead and invest in a Snuggie. But anyways, guys, hey, last but not least, we talked about President Biden and exactly what he is trying to do to try to ease the pain for millions of Americans. But, guys, the biggest question is, hey, we do have an election coming up, not the midterm elections, which is coming up next month, but we have a huge election coming up in the year of 2024. And a lot of people want President Biden to run. A lot of people still want President Trump to run. But, guys, the truth is, most Americans do not want either of them. They don't want President Biden or the former President Donald Trump. They pretty much want to see a new face. They want to see someone else. Now, I don't know if that will be Mike Pence, since he was a running mate for the former President Donald Trump, but I seriously doubt it. But anyways, guys, hey, I pretty much stick with this article right here, guys, because I personally don't want to see either of them in 2024. I want someone new. We have had too much drastic news all the time on these particular two presidents, right? And we don't want to see that anymore, guys. We want some new meat. We want some fresh new ideas to come about in the year of 2024. Do you guys agree? If you do, comment down below and let me know, guys. But anyways, guys, like I said, this is a major announcement, and you need to start preparing right now, guys, for the recession, for the potential war, as well as the potential for rising prices on foods, gas prices, and everything else, guys. But anyways, guys, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But feel free, if you want to support this channel, please check out some of the links down below. Some of them can offer you some free money, some free cash, as well as how you can get the Amazon Prime membership for free for 30 days or even 6 months. But anyways, guys, hey, if you enjoyed this content today and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.